Yo, what's going on, guys? And today I want to talk about is Ryan Nembhard, who's on a two-way contract, rookie, out of obviously the big school of Gonzaga. And he is the younger brother of NBA Finals, I guess, loser, who's going to be the starting point guard while Tyrese Halliburton recovers from the torn Achilles. Andrew Nemhard, Ryan Nembhard, who's actually shorter than me. He's 5'11", 180. I'm 6'1". He's 6'1", like 165, 170. If I was playing, I'd be 180. He's listed at 180. Nobody cares about me. And in this past game, 6 points, 12 assists, 5 rebounds. And my boy Grant Afseth, we've never met, but he's friends with my colleague Sam Yip at Hoops Hype and Grant Afseth of Dallas Hoops Journal. Had a quote from Jason Kidd discussing Cooper Flagg, who's running point, the number one pick, who's looking really well. Had just one assist, but no turnovers on 11 points. Quote from Jason Kidd goes, "When you look at what Cooper's done here, it's been really good. We've put him in different situations, running the offense, running the plays, playing off the ball. There are things he has to improve. He's not perfect yet. But being able to make plays and understand the game at a high level at 18 has been really cool to watch," end quote. And seeing Kidd use Ryan Nembhard, by the way, Jason Kidd did sign an extension with the team, and that extension, to be exact, was, I believe, the details that we're hearing on it is a multi-year deal, and it's good to hear that they kept the coach around. Now, what we saw, interestingly enough, with Nemhard, yes, it's preseason, so take it with a grain of salt. Jaden Hardy, who signed last year a 3-year, $18 million extension, kicks in this season, came second off the bench. Jaden Hardy came in to relieve Ryan Nemhard. Yes, Jaden Hardy is more of a natural combo guard with some point guard-like skills. He's more of a microwave six-man scoring type of player, but he has become efficient and someone who has really developed his skill, while Nemhard is more of a floor setter and a general who can create for others and hit the open three-point shot. He more suits the need of what the Dallas Mavericks currently need, with Kyrie Irving recovering from the torn ACL and D'Angelo Russell. Yes, he is a floor general, but he is also not your typical ball handling creator. Like, he can create, but his first instinct isn't to go out and get a 10 assist. That is a Ryan Nemhard. He looks to pass. Brandon Williams is a solid guy, and so is Dante Exum. Brandon Williams is also more closer to being a point guard like Nemhard, but he's more of an all-around, jack of all trades, master of none. Jaden Hardy, on the flip side, is more of a shooting guard who can play the one, and he's someone that's gotten better over the years. So to me, I think, like we said, he went from being a rookie who he shot well. And when you just look at this roster, and I'm not saying that it's going to happen now, but over the course of a season, I wouldn't be surprised if Ryan Nemhard and Brandon Williams end up, and obviously, our boy, like Dennis Smith Jr. is still competing for this roster spot. I know that, and Delano Banton is there. I don't think Delano Banton's going to get the opportunity. And right now, it looks like it's going to be Brandon Williams and Mr. Ryan Nemhard getting the true opportunity. And we all remember what Brandon Williams did last year in the playoffs and at the end of the season. So I just think those two, they're young. You convert, maybe if something happens where you can move, Jaden Hardy to a team to create a roster spot so you can convert Ryan Nemhard to a full standard deal. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that, because the other thing is that the Dallas Mavericks are at $218 million in salary. So if they can shave $6 million, or, for example, if I'm Dallas, one of the ways that I think they could save money in the middle of the season, they need to get under 207 to be below the second apron, which is about $11 million. if you were to package Jaden Hardy and our boy Caleb Martin, that's going to be $15.6 million almost that they would shave. Throw in Dwight Powell, that's almost $20 million that they could get off the books, pushing them almost to the under the first apron, which I think is something that they would be interested in, and any team would be if they were a part of the situation that Dallas is in, where they have a bunch. And so with Ryan Nemhard being this true facilitator, who he actually being the type of guard that he is, would allow them to play lineups for Anthony Davis, Klay Thompson, PJ Washington, Cooper Flagg, Najee Marshall, Max Christie, even D'Angelo Russell could all be, combination on the floor where really they can do 2 guard looks where it's Russell and Nemhard, or they could do where it's Nemhard, Flagg, Anthony Davis, Daniel Gafford, or Dereck Lively, and PJ Washington, or Klay Thompson, or Max Christie, and have all this size, or even a Dante Exum if they want some more defense, and have someone that can be like the facilitator, the floor general, the guy who creates for everybody else. And Jaden Hardy could be someone that maybe one of these young rebuilding teams takes a flyer on and just eats his salary, like an obvious Utah, Brooklyn, a Washington, or maybe a Detroit who has some expendable money takes a flyer on him because they need some extra scoring punch and he's young enough and they're on the right timeline. Same thing could go with the Bulls or the Grizzlies, or maybe the Bucks or the Hornets are a team that takes a flyer. I wouldn't even be surprised if the Sacramento Kings did the same thing. So I think, and it's not like they're actively going to be going there. It's not like they want to get rid of him. I think he's someone who's shown improvement every single year. It's just when you look at someone, he's just a bit more expendable than others, and that's okay. So that's where I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below. What are your thoughts on Ryan Nembhard? Do you guys think he's as good as we're prompting him up to be? And what is your expectations and why? That's going to be it for me. If you guys made it to the end of the video, hit that like and subscribe button, as we make content all the time. So, and go check out my work at Hoop Type. Ooh, well, that's it.